How many days of your life would you be ready to give away your power in their hands by seeking their approval when all you need is your Hi guys, I'm Hardika, and here on this channel I help young girls to become their best self. And today we are going to talk about how to not seek outside validation but give ourselves all the validation and love we ever deserve and can give ourselves. If you wanted to be a confident person, you have to stop seeking outside validation. And for not seeking outside validation, you have to understand that you are the only person who can give yourself validation, and that is the all you actually need and deserves the most. So without any further, let's dive into today's video. Mindset shift number 1 is to give yourself the love you expect from others. When you understand that every time you need attention, you seek someone else's validation, that must be something within you that was not completed. There was a part of you that still searched love and support, and oftentimes we mistake that if someone else could give us the love, we are completed. But that's not true, because the only person's love that can heal that wounded part of you, that wounded self of you, is your own. And that is the reason why it is so important to give yourself the love, the support that your inner child, that a self of you that was wounded, actually needed. Because the goal is to be so independent. And the independent person who can be alone, is alone for everything. Because that person, that confident girl, actually knows that even if she is alone, she has no one, she can survive. She has herself. And she can give herself all the love, the support that she actually requires. If you are expecting love from another person, expectations always hurt. And if you have ever been hurt by someone you expect to be better, it is not that person's fault but your own. Expectation, understand girl, that expectations always gonna hurt you. So you better not expect anything from anyone. That should be only few people in your life who you can trust. But the most is your own self. You should be so much rooted in yourself that you don't even need others' approval or their love, because your self-love is enough for you to help you bloom. And trust me, self-love is the most purest kind of love you can ever give to yourself. And there is no way you can find a person who can love you if you are not ready to love yourself. Stop falling for the feeling that someone might will love you one day, or start choosing to love yourself today. Tell yourself in the mirror that I love you. But you are yourself, you are unique, and you have to love yourself because you're precious. You're precious to this universe, you're precious to this world, because you mean something. Okay, so you have to be the person who you mean to be. You have to give yourself the love you gave to your best friend, to your parents, to your partner. Because once you started to give yourself the love you ever expect, then no matter who will leave you or who will stay, but the only thing you know is yourself, because now you have you and you don't need any other person to. Mindset shift number 2 is to realize that you are the only person who can make yourself happy. Choose happiness every single day once you get up from your bed. Choose happiness, choose peace, choose yourself, and stop predicting your happiness. Stop trying to tell that if this happened, I'm going to be happy, because you're not going to be happy. You have to choose it. If you align to your happiness with a certain goal, not going to happen. Goals are different. Okay, you have to choose happiness right now. Life is not a destination. You're not going to find your happiness on this destination. It is a journey. And on this journey, we have to wake up and choose happiness every single day. The people who learn to love herself is the one who chooses happiness, who chooses peace over argument, who chooses happiness over problems. And you should be one of them. Because once you started to feel that your happiness actually depends on you, not on the materialistic thing you like, not on the money you make, or not on the people you lived with, but your own. So if you don't choose happiness, no matter how wealthy you are, no matter how happy and lucky you are in a relationship, you're not going to be happy. Happiness is never be dependent on any other person, but it is you. It is a feeling. It is a thing that you have to choose. The way you choose yourself every single day, it is the way you have to choose happiness. Happiness is never ever depend on any other person. It is your priority. It is your choice to make yourself happy. And when you understand that you are so precious in this world and you deserve to be happy, that's where it starts. Because the goal is not just to be successful, but it's to live a peaceful and happy life. Mindset shift number 3 is to understand that you don't need to fit in. I have to say, you don't need that. You don't need to feel insecure and to feel like you need to fit in, because your uniqueness, your individuality matters in this world. And this individuality is what this world actually requires. We try to fit in a lot, and in the process to fit in, we forgot about our own self. And no big loss you can have in your life than this loss, because it's really hard to understand who you truly are once you forgot about yourself in the process of fitting in. So you have to understand that as you're growing up, you don't need to fit in, and you don't need to feel insecure whenever you found yourself alone in parties, because it's okay to be alone, yet we have our uniqueness, we have our individuality, we are true, we are real. Those people are not real. Everyone, have you ever noticed that the person who's friend with everyone, this person is not herself actually. They are not themselves, because they always try to just fit in, and in the process they completely forgot about who they truly are. And I don't really want any of you to forget about the real person you were, the person you are when you were a child, because that child, that individual when you were born is precious, and that's what universe wants you to be in this world, not the person you try to become by fitting in their group. And even if you try to fit in, no matter how hard you try to fit in someone's group, you're not gonna do it. You know why? Because if you are always try to fit in, no one is gonna be with you. And I know it's hard at the first place to choose yourself, to choose your individuality, to choose your weirdness, your uniqueness, and your insecurity to embrace. It's hard at the first, but as you learn to do it, and as you understand yourself and started to love yourself, then you don't need to fit in. But all those people that you try to fit in will accept the way you are, and that is the acceptance. You have to first accept yourself before you want others to accept you. You don't need others to accept you, because they are not going to do it for you. Not everyone is going to accept you for who you are. You have to understand that. And it's okay. You are not here to impress them. You're here to live your own life. So you better stop to fit in and live your own life. Accept yourself and let them accept you the way you. Tip number 4 is someone's opinion of you is not you. You don't need to fit in, because you are perfect just the way you are. You're here on this planet, on this earth. The universe sent you for your own sake, for your own life. Not to impress them, not to be like them, not to be liked by them. So why someone else's opinion of you, which is actually not you, affects you? Someone's opinion of you is just the experience of them that they have with you. They have their own perspective. So the way they perceive you is their own perspective, not you. So the only person who actually knows the true self of you is you, not your friends, not your parents, not any other person. And everyone's opinion of you that they have is actually their own experience with you, not the reality of your life. If they are saying you are this or that, are you that? If they are saying you are stupid, are you stupid? You're not. You're intelligent. But it's so hard for all of us to accept that we don't need that opinion, that their opinion of you is not you. You are smarter. They are just projecting their own insecurities, their own inner insecurities on you. Maybe they don't like you, so what? Who cares? Who actually cares if they don't like you? Are they paying your bills? Then why their opinion matters to you? They're not doing anything for you. Why? They're not your guardian angels, right? So you better not be. And their opinion, let them misunderstand who you are. Let them think whatever they want it to be about you. You don't need to prove yourself. You're not here to prove someone that you're strong, you're beautiful, you're this or that. You have to be yourself. You're not here to waste your time on such fools that doesn't actually know who you are but have their own opinion. Mindset shift number 5 is to understand that rejection is redirection. How many times you feel guilty when you lose an opportunity, but after a few days when this opportunity turns out to be a troublemaker, you feel grateful. When you started to change your perspective about how you actually see things, things started to change. They started to change in your favor. You just have to stay grateful. You can either start to write gratitude journal for this, or just simply feeling grateful for everything that you ever have. Because every opportunity you lose, every person you lose is not your loss. It's there. You know your worth. So it is not your loss but there, because they are not gonna find a vibe like you. They're not gonna find an angel like you. So that's their loss, not yours, okay? Whenever you get rejected, understand you deserve something better. Accept that. Accept. Tell yourself that if something is happening with me right now, if I'm struggling right now, it is because something brighter, something greater is actually coming my way. And I have to suffer to actually get that, because this is in the way. So I have to suffer right now to actually grab that opportunity, to grab that greatness, to grab that blessing that I have. Every time you got rejected, it's universe who tried to redirect you from something that you actually meant to be. Here's the thing, when something is meant for you, no matter how many difficulties you face to get that thing, it is yours. Because you meant to be together, okay? This is meant for you. It is meant for you in your life, and you're gonna have it no matter what. And if you lose something, that is not your fault, but that is universe try to redirect you towards something that actually does matter in your life. You have to trust their plans over yours. Plans are way bigger than you can ever imagine for your own self. It is in your favor. So if you're struggling right now, tell yourself that must be something great that is happening with me, and that is why I'm facing this right now. Because everything happens for a reason, and that reason is great. Understand? Every opportunity you leave, you deserve a better one. You deserve a better opportunity than this. Every person that you lose, it's not your loss but there, and you deserve someone who's better than this one. And that's the universe try to guide you on that path that is actually meant for you. Stop picking up those things that are cheap, because you are meant to have something great. You are meant to live a beautiful, extraordinary and luxurious life. Why you are choosing that job that only gives you a middle class life? You're aligned for greatness, girl. So you gotta trust your universe and have to understand that every rejection is actually redirection. So you have to understand that if I'm losing this, why? It is because something great is waiting for me. So I've got to prepare myself for this. There are a few ways you can show up for yourself every single day. I have a separate video in which I talk about 10 ways you can show up for yourself every single day. So you can go and watch this one for detail. But in this one, I just want to reflect on the points. So let's get started with number 1, which is solo dates. To spend time alone and to do things at your own pace. Eat alone, spend time with your own, be present with your thoughts, staying positive, talking to yourself positively and enjoying your own company. Number 2 is to connect with your inner child. Something to heal your inner child and start to give yourself the love you actually deserve. You have to connect with your inner child and start doing things that you love to do as a child. It can be a hobby, and eat those things that you love as a child. Do everything that will help your inner child to feel well, to feel good, and make herself feel special. Number 3 is to buy yourself something you are thinking about. Each time you achieve a goal, gift yourself something. Reward yourself. Have a reward system and reward yourself with something you are thinking or you wanted to have for yourself. Number 4 is to be gentle with yourself in tough times. Oftentimes when we are not feeling like ourselves and we are in red, we started to beat ourselves up. And that is the time when we have to be so positive with ourselves and to treat ourselves just the way we treat a child. Give yourself time and space to learn. And number 5 is to cut off any relationship that doesn't serve you anymore. The best way for you to show up for yourself self-love is to cut off any friendship and relationship that is toxic. That is toxic for your mental health and for your emotional well-being. You have to be so ready and be so rooted in yourself that you are ready to cut off anything, any relationship that doesn't serve you. And number 6 is to embrace your insecurities. When you accept yourself with all of your insecurities, now is your time to accept and embrace them. You have to find out that everything that you have is a blessing of God, and you have to find out a way you can embrace that insecurity. That's all for this video. I hope you guys like it. If you do, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to become your best self and to live your best life. And I really hope that this video helped you to stop seeking this outside validation and let you validate your own self. And I appreciate you, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. So bye bye.